Hey everyone, this is Matt with Explore the World with Matt. Join me in my recent travels, and in this case, to Cartagena, Colombia. We were there for 2 days, and I'm going to share my experiences in this video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. On the first day, we went on a walking tour of the walled city of Old Cartagena, and then we went on a boat excursion traveling around the bay, seeing the city from the water.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Cartagena, Colombia, and thank you for choosing to city sightseeing to know Cartagena. It's a pleasure to stay here in a beautiful city. For today, I'm your host on board this bus. My name is Andrea. In the moment I introduce to the tour guide, the name is Vivian.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Cartagena. Welcome to Colombia. It's a pleasure for us to have you here. Let's go with, let's say, Hola, Spanish 101, with our bus driver Ramon behind the wheel. So on 3, 1, 2, 3. Hola! So today, my job to do right now is just to make sure we're on the same page. The tour you selected today, in case you cannot remember quite sure what we're going to do, us as tour guides. So they're going to give you a really nice detailed explanation on why Colombian Emeralds are world right now, and also this will be our scheduled bathroom break during the walking tour. Once we finish the walking tour, we were covering the path. Walking, we switch into a different scenario. So walking is done. The second scenario, we're going to have a bay tour in the internal bay of Cartagena City. We're gonna explore, we're gonna enjoy what is Cartagena and what is Colombia today in the present. So you're gonna have a really nice overview. Listen up this. I see all you see. I see all you point. I heard all you say. So if I see you saying, pointing, or doing anything, I will talk about that. So areas like that.
Colombia. No, thank you. Cuba. Right behind you. So then, what's the mark?
Now here we are in the main entrance of the world. Walk the main entrance of the main entrance of the city of Cartagena. Just that in the past we have only one entrance. This is our most iconic monument, countrywide. Considered by the BBC Travel one of the 5 most beautiful clock towers in the world, with the other one going on the Big Ben Tower in England. So let's take just 3 minutes for picture time, and then we get inside down the shade and I'll give you the information. I don't want to why the wall. So we have 2 main purposes, 2 main reasons why we created the wall. Number 1, the transit way we saw right now, they didn't exist in the past. We used to be surrounded by water, like the road you saw previously. So with that, I imagine to have the same situation happening in the past. So, and something that we sadly do not have is a Harley Davidson store. So we did it back. Here we have the name of this plaza, that is Plaza Rafael Núñez. As I told you previously on the bus, Just names, just numbers, is not worthy enough. That means nothing to you, right? Rafael, it's okay, that's a name, whatever.
Here are a few still shots of just some things I found interesting, like the natives wearing the flag as their dress. Just some statues. From here we actually were then taken to, of course, a little walk down a commercial area. Of course, we ended up in a jewelry store of their choosing, but the jewelry store did have a really cool museum, and this particular model was really cool, showing an ancient ship, and looking inside, just seeing, theoretically, I guess, what it looked like.
The parallel lane position down here to my right. Over here you can have some bench area where you can have a seat. He was an office from the Catholic Church who take care of different type of activities or actions considered to be higher sins, such as bigamy, blasphemy, rebellion against the church, against the priest, being unfaithful. They were going to be taking care of that. Witchcraft and sorcery. We have it here for 360 years in our home studio. And they
On my second day, I will be going on a tour of the old city in old roadsters. Here's some driving by today. The guide told us this is a famous statue. From what I can tell, though, it looks like people like to rub and kiss the statue's butt. Can't go to an old city and not go to an old church. It was really hot out, and I kept saying no to all the vendors. But this one came up and said, I had beer. And he said, $3 for one or $5 for two. So I guess I had to have 2 beers. The walk from the old city to the waterfront where our boat was waiting was not very far, and this was outside the wall of the walled city.
In South America. Following to the right side on this area, you'll see that big green hill. That's our highest natural point in the city, known as La Popa Hill. And in the top right corner, that big white house is a Catholic church, where we have one of the 2 most important virgins we have in the city, by the name of Candelaria. Virgen de la Candelaria, she's the protector saint of Cartegena de Indias. That's the reason why she's there in the top area, in the highest area, to be able to look at all of us and protect us. Most likely, you or a few of you already saw the second virgin we have. That is not here in the land, but is inside the water, in the middle of the bay. Usually you got the chance to see it when your cruise ship is getting into the port. So that will be Virgen del Carmen, the protector of drivers and sailors. That's the reason why she's in the middle of the bay. But once we approach that area, I'm going to show you. Here you can see from the distance, in the top right corner, that will be the highest object that is not moving. That is the Virgin Carmen, protector of the drivers and sailors, but we're going to be closer in that area as well. Now, to much blah 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 on my side, let's go and enjoy this first dance show that is known as cumbia, Colombian cumbia, a mix of three different civilizations we have in the colonial time. So the dress, a Spanish dress, part of the instruments they're going to be using a wind instrument created by our own indigenous communities known as gaita, and the steps, the movement in representation of the African slaves that we have here, with arms and feet ties with chains. So the movement are small with closed feet. So representation of the three communities one more time. The Spaniards, indigenous, and the Africans. Please enjoy. Cumbia. It's time to take out your cameras, take out your cell phones, and put it on video mode. DJ, vamos con cumbia, por favor.
Besides looking at the pretty views, I got to kick my feet up and relax. And I could also see that I bought some coffee while I was in Colombia. As our boating tour is coming to a close and we're getting close to the shore again, we can see our ships. One of which is obviously the one that we're on. Cartegena was not what I expected. It has a lot of old, but it also has a lot of new, and I don't think I was expecting that. After we got off the boat, we got back on the tour bus to head back to the port, and it was kind of a nice surprise. They actually had this bird sanctuary between where they dropped us off and to actually get back on the ship. And the birds were not afraid of the humans. We were able to get right up to them.
They've got a tour. Oh, mommy. Mono.
Hast du ihn?
As we got back to the port, our ship on the right was Celebrity Constellation, on the left is Celebrity Beyond. I used to work for Celebrity, and a friend of mine works on Beyond right now, and she and I tried to connect. Unfortunately, it didn't happen. So close, yet so far. After getting back on the ship, it was time to relax and have a little afternoon snack. Day 2 is coming up, and we started off a walk in the old city and ended up at a local restaurant. It was a really pretty building. It was an old building that had been converted, but you can see lots of really cool architecture. Hi there, it's me. They prepared a meal with a variety of choices on it. Everything was quite good. Also had to have a beer with it. I will tell you that it was before 10 o'clock in the morning that they served us this lunch, but had to have beer with lunch. After we finished lunch, we walked to where there were the antique roadsters for us to ride around in. I ended up in I think it was a 56 Ford. It was a conglomeration, but it was me and another couple from the ship. Now we're off to drive around the city for a while.
horse carriage where
Our tour is winding down. We've been out in the sun for a while. It's really hot, so I decided that I wanted a coffee. Looked for a local coffee shop and went inside, and the only thing on the menu was food, no coffee. So I ended up at a Starbucks, unfortunately, but it was still a good cold iced coffee. When we got back to the cruise terminal, our old friends at the bird sanctuary were waiting for us. So he had to keep an eye on me, and then I went back to the ship.